Hello everyone. Oh, you can see me. Hello. I wanted to do an updated altar tour. You can see me in my tripod. Hi. I wanted to do an updated altar tour. And this year has been a year of simplicity, a year of, well, a year of just feeling too cluttered and too just surrounded by stuff that no longer serves me. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to do a updated tour on my altar and how that is reflecting my mental spiritual practice, especially in regards to simplifying and just going down to basics and things like that. So I hope you guys don't mind seeing my camera in the shot. I have a mirror attached to my dresser, which is my altar space, and I cannot remove it. It is stationary, so nothing I can do about it. Sorry guys, but this is the only way I'd be able to do an altar tour. Okay, so from side to side, from cup of tea to candlestick. This is my altar. Very clean, very minimal, mainly just with some tools. I have some of my books over there. This is it right now. Not a whole lot of stuff, but this is how I want it. Now, I will say something happened yesterday. I was going through my bookshelf, and this little one fell off. And if you remember her, she had antlers. Well, when she fell, she shed her antlers, which I think is very poetic, but also very sad. But this little girl shed her antlers naturally. They are gone. 1, 2. I did have to file it down a bit, but there will come a time where she'll have her antlers again. I just need to find them. Need to find a replacement. So I'm gonna go bit by bit or piece by piece through my altar. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let's get to it. Alright, so tripod is gone. We are going with the natural tripod. One of my candles is done, my little purple one, but my black one is still going. This piece was my granddad's. My grandfather is from Wales on my dad's side, and this is a little brass candle holder that is still warm. Bad idea. But I love it. There's so much detailing in it. That's just a lighter I like to keep there, but it's very pretty. Going along, we still have little inner child, little bird, along with my bird feathers and my selenite piece, some artwork my sister did, feathers. I keep all of my amethyst in one place, be it ametrine, chevron, standard amethyst. I keep it in one piece. My first grimoire, I like to keep my grimoires at hand. Crystals, more crystals. I also like to keep my jewelry on my altar space because honestly, all of my jewelry is ritual jewelry because I wear it all the time for ritual, for ritual and not. I've got a cup of tea that a dear friend gave me some tea in a care package. This one was called Cardamom Claws, and it is so good. Oh my gosh. And this little mug I found at a HomeSense, which in the US would be a TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Home Goods, I want to say. But in Canada, where I'm from, it is Winners or HomeSense. Same company, but I love him. He's hand painted, and I've named him Maxwell. This is Maxwell. Hello! Moving along, see, there's so much space. It's so simplified. It really just has the basics for me. I don't know, there's something that just called to me to say, clear out your space. Over here I have my larger pieces that didn't actually fit in my containers, but in my chests, but I did want to have them portrayed as well. Some selenite in there, blue quartz, citrine spirit quartz, some jars. This one is snow water from last year. This is my sage. Another wee bird, if you guys didn't know, I like birds. And then this thrift shop or charity shop find, along with a red candle, not symbolizing anything, just a candle I had on hand. Same with the black one. I don't often use color in correlation with spell work or anything like that. Mainly, I just like to use, well, the one that just burnt out was a light purple or a lilac color, mainly because it's the color of my walls. And it's a color that really just calls to me. I've got my singing bowl. Oh, I love it. My current grimoire, along with a painting that my sister did. I have my origami deer that I did in college. Also, my room collects a lot of dust, so I always am dusting my surface. So, a little deer I did in college when I was really getting into origami. And then this is something that I'm trying out. Having all of my larger pieces represented in one place on one surface together collectively. Never have I done this before. I am enjoying it. I really think that it is a beautiful representation of all of them at once, rather than just having them in a box. They're too beautiful to just be in a box. I love them. Let me see if I can get a better shot. I love these guys. Beautiful citrine. And on this piece of birch, it spins. Ah, it spins. Oh, I love it. This is something I definitely think I'm gonna keep. My card of the year, Strength. This little guy on my wall. This was also my grandfather's, my granddad's. And whoop. Sorry if that made you dizzy. This is actually a new addition. This is in my, let me just open the window a bit. This is in my little corner that I did in my last video. I am thinking this might end up being my setup area. I have Alice. I have a Welsh love spoon that my sister gave me when she came back from Wales. Roses, my staff. And these, how cool and hippie are these? I have one on the other side of my room as well. But this, oh my gosh. Just my shawl, tripod, books on Taoism and Reiki and awakening and the Tao Poo and this, that, and the other with the calcite. So this might end up being my filming area. Tripod, and this along with my phone. It's my bookshelf. Yeah, I'll go through it. So, Complete Medical. This one I've yet to dig my teeth into. If anyone has read it or has it, let me know. Tell me how it is. Norse Myths. Celtic Crafts. 100 Symbols, which you guys saw my last one. The ever so popular Craft of the Wild Witch. Animal Wisdom. Scott Cunningham, probably don't even need to tell you guys. A Modern Guide to Witchcraft was one of my first books. Animal Magic, which I talked about. Sacred Crystals. Crystal Prescriptions. I have The Celts. I think there's another book. Nature's Way, I have Women Who Run with the Wolves, I have Essential Herbs. These are all of my yes, these are all of my books. No, these are all of my Oracle and Tarot decks. The Triple Goddess, Wildwood, A Wild Unknown, Native American, Wisdom of Trees, and Earth Wisdom. And little witchy Pusheen to guide them all. To guide them? To guard them all. You ever have those days where you just like can't speak? You know? And then right under that are my more non-witchy books. Now this guardian angel figure I've had since I was very young. I mainly keep it because my mother really, really wants me to keep her, and she's just something I've had forever, so I like her. Let's see. I really enjoy bird books. Peterson bird books are some of the best ones. This is actually a college textbook, Environmental Ethics. Book of Houseplants. This is a really old book. I love it. And this one, The Scented Wildflowers of Britain. I'm not in Britain, but if I see a book on plants, I am more than likely to pick it up. This little jar is filled with feathers. Tiny, tiny, tiny feathers that I just don't want to get lost. I have The Witches of New York, which is very good. I have The Shadow of the Wind, which is a highly recommended book, as well as And the Birds Rain Down, Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Terry Pratchett. And this is I am a fan of manga, or manga, however you pronounce it. This is a series that is coming out book by book right now, and it's called Flying Witch, and it is about a young girl who is learning her craft, and it is extremely funny and cute and humbling, and I very much recommend it. Wolf Children, the film, and the manga are amazing. Highly recommend. Let me see if it wants to focus on that. And then Seconds by Brian Lee O'Malley, the author of Scott Pilgrim. This right now I actually had to condense because that's my vent. So it would have been totally covering up my vent, but this is my bookshelf right now. Not a whole lot. I do have a lot more. They're in another place. Oh, The Faded Sky. But this is my shelf right now. Ta-da! I can do a much more in-depth talk about everything on my bookshelf, but for right now, this is it. Woo! Finish up some air clearing. Now, there. I'm going to start a tarot or tarot and oracle grid. This one will be only tarot cards with the accompaniment of an oracle that I drew. My word of the year is strength, and the card that flew out of the deck from Earth Wisdom was strength. Now that made me yell a big fuck yeah. So that card's going right underneath the Wild Unknown Strength card. Now I have drawn these cards already. I will not be showing you that process, but I will be showing you the process of how I do my gridding. So let's get started. That works perfect. Move you guys a little. I'll show you everything once I'm finished, of course. But this is just my process. Black obsidian, connecting the cards together. Red jasper in the pointing directions. Clear quartz, amplifying along the selenite on the edges. Now, I had originally done a grid with blues and things like that, but this just feels so much more raw and feels as if I'm just digging down and being rooted. Along with the red candles, that was honestly all I had. Can feel it off of here. That's warm. It's warm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Small chips. There's something so when you make it perfectly even, something so aesthetically pleasing. Might just be a me thing. Well. Alright. Now let me show you what it really looks like. This is my grid. Main stones are black obsidian, clear quartz, red jasper, citrine, some selenite, and desert rose. And then the meditation stone that will be coming on and off will be my citrine spirit quartz. This just feels empowering and grounding and still. I have goose feathers, symbolize change and migration through life, through thought. Some of the cards I actually got last time. Empowerment was a card I had last time, as well as fulfillment. Some new cards for the stag. And the Six of Vessels, which is a reunion, which for me, this one, and the Daughter of Wands are connected very much so. Now I'm going to tell you all what the cards mean. I'm going to read from their books. And this, you can see me in the mirror. That's what we have going on. This is a bird's eye view of what we've got going on here. I can, not just from the candles, I can feel heat. A lot of heat. And this citrine is not actually meant to be a point, but one part is flat. God, I love that color. So this little one works. It does the job. Now I'm going to read to you all what the cards mean. Now I'm going to go from the top. The Three of Bows is fulfillment. Nourishment from a spiritual source gives inner security and joy. Goals and desires are reached, making life rich with emotional scrutiny and a sense of completion. The Chariot, strong will, triumph. The Chariot is your confidence, your will, and your inner warrior. At points in your life when you felt the bliss of achievement or triumph, you are riding on his back. Build a relationship with this part of yourself. Try to see the chariot inside you. The more focused your mind, the easier it will be to sense his presence and stay mounted on his back. With a fixed gaze and sure footing, you'll be heading toward all of your dreams. The stag. The stag, forest king and guardian, half human and half animal. Which, to me, if any of you guys know the deer symbolism, but this stag is a little bit different. Now, the meaning of this card, the major arcana, the concepts of forgiveness and reward are not appropriate here. They are human ideas which have no reality in natural lore. One reaps what one has sown, just as right or generous actions bring fulfillment. Fulfillment. And peace, greed, and vengeful desire bring bitter loneliness and disillusion. Balance will be maintained by the planet's ecosystem. The justice is dispensed in long-lasting, and it is both merciful and irrevocable in its final conclusions. We are guests of the earth, not its master. I'm not going to read all of it, it is quite long. However, the stag shares the spring equinox, 21st of March, with the archer. He's associated with sunrise and the element of air, which is my element as a Gemini. This is the position of universal lore, where the energy of creative life and live in the soul. 10 of Pentacles. Fulfillment. Again, that word's coming up a lot today. And abundance. The 10 of Pentacles signifies mental and spiritual abundance in nearly every area of your life. The number 10 usually indicates completion, and in this case, the journey was well worth it. So be generous. Again, another word that's come up. Not only with your money, but also with your wisdom. Provide guidance to those who struggle. You will be rewarded tenfold. Right here, you can't really see it very well from the angle. It's the 6 of Vessels. Reunion. There may be affection and love in a situation that could take time to resolve. Recognition of ancestral and reincarnation memory. Polaris love between soulmates. And reading points. An emotional reunion can sometimes refer to the mystical karmatic cycles that bring lovers back through time, space, and lifetimes. The purpose of this soul reunion may be manifold, but it can be to complete unfinished business or to teach new lessons from old actions or wrong choices. It can also refer to the coming together of a band of comrades, tribal or clan members, or a brotherhood of loyal friends gathering from the acknowledgement of their shared bond. It may also refer to the reunion of the individual with their own true nature. Interesting. In terms of a forgotten or rejected history or experience. By meditating on a past issue with new wisdom and insight and an acceptance of personal responsibility and forgiveness, reclamation may take place. I like that. Reassurance is gained by the reunion of this nature, revealing whether the correct path was taken or your decisions were based on valid and honest instincts and motivations. That is relevant. That is relevant. The Daughter of Wands. Visionary and passionate, the Daughter of Wands is a free spirit, a truly visionary creature. She usually waits until later to settle down or start a family, as she's busy with her career. She can be stubborn and much stronger than she looks. Strength. Add that to the list of words that are reoccurring. As with all the Wands family, the daughter makes a dangerous enemy. This card can also represent a woman going through a transformation or spiritual breakthrough. Yeah, that sounds about right. Transformation, new beginnings. The last from the Wildwood Tarot is the Five of Bows. There. The Five of Bows is empowerment, one of my words of the year. By facing and defeating our greatest fears, we empower ourselves and grow more resilient and effective against adversity. This leads to the individual's belief that they are no longer simply powerless. The empowered individual ultimately has the capability to influence and affect the outcome and events and change perceptions. Strength and empowerment are two words that are huge this year for me and my family. So the fact that that card came up twice is pretty big for me. And I say twice because I did a grid similar to this. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see it, but in a similar fashion to this. And these two cards came up: empowerment and fulfillment. And now the last card, Hierophant. I mean, just look at that. It's funny, right before I drew this card, crows flew past my window. Mentor seeking knowledge. In its simplest form, the Hierophant represents a mentor or teacher. This card signifies a hunger for knowledge, whether it is in the practical or the spiritual realm. You've come as far as you can on your own. Now it's the time to deepen your practice. Don't hesitate. Join a class, go to a worship, go to a workshop. Don't be afraid of new experiences. A new ceremony or ritual may prove to be both comforting and rewarding. Open your heart and your teacher will soon appear. So this has been my grid. To finish it off, a little bit of burning sage. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed, and let me know if you'd like me to do anything else like this. I really did enjoy this. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.